Started.
Welcome. Sit down, roll up, pour up, turn up and tune in. Because you're now watching the Buncher Bull Network.
What up? What up? What up? Welcome to the world's dopest podcast, the Marley State of Mind podcast, down here at a Bunch of Bull Studios, like we do every Saturday. And tonight, I got a special guest in the building. Got the one and only Melodi in the house. How you doing?
Hello.
How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling pretty groovy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's up. I always like to say how I was introduced to the artist or the creative I have on. For you, the first time I became familiar with your music, you did the single with Barbados. And then, of course, we did the show with Barbados and we got a chance to meet in person. So that's how I became familiar with you. And we had a conversation there. And I love the set that you did with Barbados. And I loved your energy. And we talked about doing a podcast. And here you are now. So
Thank you.
appreciate you joining me.
For sure.
For you with music, how did it all start for you? What made you want to get into music? What was like some of your early influences to start doing music?
I got started with poetry.
Okay.
I needed an outlet for my emotions. I didn't really feel like I was heard as a kid.
Yeah.
So it started with poetry, and then I discovered India Irie and the guitar, acoustic music. So when I got my guitar and started learning how to play, I turned my poetry into music.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, for people who aren't familiar with you or hearing about you for the first time, like how would you describe your sound in your own words?
Soulful, chill, R&B, laid back. Yeah.
So chill R&B vibes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So, who were like some of the early influences on you whenever you first got into music? You mentioned India Arie, of course.
Yes.
Who else were some of your early influences?
Who else? Let's see. Like, of course, Beyonce and Destiny's Child, Jill Scott. Who else? Lauryn Hill.
Gotta love
one
Lauren,
of my
right?
big ones.
Yeah, for sure.
Missy Elliott, top 3.
Yeah.
Timberland, John Legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I always Missy's my personal favorite female MC of all time. I always thought that Missy was highly underrated and she doesn't get the respect that she really deserves.
She's getting it now.
Yeah, she's definitely getting more respect now. But just everything she does, from the dancing to the singing to the production, the writing, she's wrote for like so many artists.
The writing.
Missy's just such an underrated artist, right?
Yeah.
And I love her. So that's a good one. And Timberland's one of my favorite producers. Like Timberland always makes hits.
Yes.
And just, such a unique sound. And for me, like he really embodied like that 90s R&B wave with like the Genuines and the Missies and the Leahs and that whole wave that they influenced. So yeah, definitely digging those vibes. So you listen to a lot of that, the Lauryn Hills and stuff like that, and I can hear those type of influences in your music when I do listen to your music. When did you start? Like, what made you start getting into music and like recording it? When did you start that process? And how did you start that process? Like, how did you find the studios and different things like that?
Good question. I went to like middle school and high school in Cleveland, Ohio. So I was there for about like 8-9 years. It wasn't until when I was like close to out of high school, maybe like my 11th grade, 12th grade year where I started to actually wanting to like record.
Mm-hmm.
So like on my short days, because I was actually in this program, this audio production program,
Oh, that's dope.
that my school was offering, and that class kind of more so like they focused on like photography and videography and stuff.
Yeah.
But they did also have like 2 studios in the school
Like
classroom
recording studio.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah. So like I would be the one to take the small one in the back, and I would like whenever we got free time, I would be back there just learning Pro Tools. I basically taught myself how to record myself on Pro Tools, just doing like I started out writing remixes
Okay.
to like my favorite songs.
Yeah.
And so I guess that's how I got the structure of like storytelling down and stuff like that. And then so like my teacher, he showed me like 1 or 2 things when I got stuck, but I was basically just teaching myself how to record then. And then when I got out of high school, I had a couple producer friends that I would be able to record with. I recorded like once or twice with them.
Yeah.
And then when I moved back here in 2015, that's when I started to like really get into it. My friend group at the time, we all made music, whether it was together or just,
Or separately, right?
separately.
Yeah.
And I started recording with this guy named SMP. And that was the only person I was recording with for a while.
Okay.
I recorded with J Moore for a while, and then after that, I've recorded with a couple other producers, but
Yeah.
none really stuck. So like now I'm at a point where I'm kind of getting back into recording myself and then like outsourcing the mixing and mastering.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how a lot of engineers like recommend to do it. That's how a lot of engineers recommend to do it. Honestly, is to record yourself, and they say, send them the mixing and mastering. Just because pretty much any mic you get now is good enough to get the job done.
Yeah.
And as long as they have their touch on it, it's good to go. Now, whenever you started doing those first early recordings, what was the reaction like? Who were the people that you were letting listen to it? Like, what was those first reactions like to your early recordings?
I've always gotten positive reactions
Yeah.
to my music, with my voice. It's kind of actually how I got my name, K Melody.
Okay.
Because I always would find like melodies of older songs within another song and like mix it together.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of want to get back into that, but yeah, that I would like do like a melody mix.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
Find like a newer beat, but put like an old school melody to it.
Yeah,
that's fire. What made you decide to take that approach? Like, how did you come about that?
I think how I started like with like just writing remixes to the songs that I liked.
Right.
I think that kind of naturally just helped me pick it up. I always had a good ear with music.
Right.
From the music that my mom listened to.
Yeah. So was your household filled with a lot of music growing up?
I would say, I mean, not as much as you would think.
Okay.
Not as much as you would think. But I don't even know why I gravitated towards music. I think it's the best way for me to like music and like writing. Yeah, it's the best way for me to express myself when I can't just say what I want to say.
Yeah, you mentioned that early on that that was a part of the process of you like doing the poetry was you needed a way to express yourself, get that expression. Mm-hmm. And you said you were pretty young when that started. How did you come to that conclusion? Like, what was it that drew you to like, I need to find an outlet to get these emotions out? Because that's a pretty mature thing, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, when you put it like that, I I don't know. I guess like, well, living in Cleveland, I feel like I developed like seasonal depression.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I always felt like depressed and low, but when I made music or when I play my guitar, like just the vibrations of the guitar made me feel good. Um, like I don't know if my mom would be listening to me in my room or not, but or if I was home alone, because I got out of school early in my last couple of years because I only had a couple classes. So
Right.
like it was, I don't know, it's just therapeutic always
Yeah,
to me.
for sure. Now, neo soul R&B and R&B both have like deep roots, right? What drew you specifically to that lane?
I don't know. I've always been drawn to music that like speaks to the soul. Like anything that really speaks to my soul. It doesn't even really have to necessarily be R&B or neo soul. Like recently, it's been like Afro beats
Mhm.
and stuff like that, that I've been like diving into. Um, but I don't know. It's just the vibration I naturally gravitated towards.
Yeah, it just came naturally to you. It wasn't even anything you had to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, were there any artists that made you think like, I want to feel like that. I want to feel like that on the track, or any artist that you heard that you was like, yeah, I want to embody what they embody. Was there any artist that influenced you in that way when you first started?
Hmm. I think it was Lauren Hill.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, now that I know like she had help with like writing and stuff like that,
Mhm.
I still admire like the storytelling and
Yeah.
then the fact that she only has like what one
One
album,
album, yeah.
and it's been how long? And she's still touring and
Yeah.
like, you know,
Over 20 years. Yeah.
so like the fact that the music that they created then is still
Relevant now.
relevant, like
Yeah.
to a T today, is like amazing.
Yeah. It speaks for itself, right?
Yeah, and
Speaks
like,
for how powerful and how timeless that music is.
yeah,
Mhm.
yes, like her and Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
Like I admire Missy Elliott's storytelling as well,
Mhm.
and like how she just brings her originality
Oh
to
yeah, big time.
like anything that she does, even
Yeah.
if it's for another artist. Like
She still brings her own touch to it.
yeah,
Yeah. No,
yeah.
that's for sure. Now, those early days of recording, comparison to now, how's your sound evolved from then into now?
I would say that I'm much more comfortable with my voice than I was when I started.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think just because I honestly feel like I've always had a good like writing like pen, like I've been working on my songwriting skills with the songwriting, um, uh, well, they don't just do songwriting, but basically we have like these boot camps throughout the
Okay.
year and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's actually one coming up soon. But like I've been working with them for, it's called WSA,
Mhm.
Writing Sessions America.
That's dope.
Thank you.
How'd you come across that?
Uh, the um, the founder of the organization, Kevin Shine himself, actually reached out to me
Wow.
like maybe three. It's been 3 years now
Wow.
through Instagram,
Okay.
and he invited me to one of his live radio sessions where he like allows people from the public to submit music to be played within the room. It's all on Zoom.
Yeah.
And there's people through he's worked with so many through the industry. Like look up his name, Kevin Shine.
Yeah.
Spelled how it sounds. um, uh, he and his organization collaborate with other like labels and things like that um, to get basically like sponsorships and also like partnerships to where we can the music that we work on in the boot camps we can possibly get placements,
shop it, yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. So and we learn
That's
about
fire.
sync and
Yeah,
but yeah, I've been working with them for about 3 years now, and they've really the boot camps really helped me like hone in on like storytelling and then like also the um what is it the industry side of things too, like the business,
yeah,
music
teaching you the business, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, with those camps, um, how often are those sessions taking place? You said you've been with them 3 years. Like, how frequently are they happening? Like once a year, twice a year?
Um, like once or twice throughout the year. And then there's also a camp for producers for, as well.
Yeah.
So like all the beats and everything is like in-house, kind of like that.
Right, right.
And yeah, like so once or twice a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fire. So I have heard of different writing camps and basically where they'll get a bunch of artists in a room, a bunch of writers, a bunch of different producers in a room, and everyone would just create. Everyone will create. Whoever has something, they'll let it go, and like you said, they shop it around and things like that. I haven't been a part of one of those, but I always thought it was a cool experience and a cool thing to be a part of if you have an opportunity to do so. And that's dope that they reached out to you to be a part of that. Do you feel like through that process that you've learned and grown?
Oh yes. I've learned a lot.
Yeah. What are some of those things that you've learned through the process?
I would say just being more intentional with what I do. Like name myself like what I'm doing. Like if am I artist, am I a songwriter?
Yeah.
Am I a producer, a vocal producer, a beat maker, or actual producer that brings the whole song together? Like I didn't realize that there's really
so many roles
and definitions to those roles.
Right.
Yeah.
How's your perspective changed since entering those camps and learning about these different roles?
It made me hone in on what I want to do, and also the smart way to go about it. Especially if I want to work in the industry, as it is.
Is that a goal for you to get into the industry?
Not necessarily. I mean, I would like to stay independent.
Yeah.
But I'm always like open to like collaboration and like I'm learning about sync and wanting to get placements and things like that with my music. So like learning like the
business side of it.
Yeah, the business side, the paperwork side to make sure that I could get paid if I was to be able to get placed.
Yeah, absolutely. That's important, especially as an independent artist, understanding how the paperwork goes and all of those things.
Oh yes.
So you can take advantage of those opportunities.
Yeah.
Now, when you sit down to write music, what do you usually start with? Is it the beat first? Is it the lyrics? Is it the melody? Like, what do you start first whenever you're creating?
I guess it's a mix of the melody and lyrics. I like to hook people with like at least the first couple bars of any verse or like anything that I'm singing.
Yeah. Lyrics are important to you?
Yeah. Yeah, they are. I think that it's music is a way for us to like learn, like, so like the mainstream music nowadays, it's like there's not much learning going on.
Not much substance.
No substance anymore. So like I make it a point to like make sure like if I'm like with my storytelling, like I have a point. I make sure that it's something that if my daughter was to listen to in like 10 years, like if she's going through her own thing, like she would go to my music to, you know,
Find some relatability.
yeah,
Yeah.
or some guidance
Yeah.
or, you know.
Now, are your songs mostly drawn from like your personal experiences, or are you creating characters and just telling the stories through that?
Yes, all they're definitely all personal experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah. I learned a lot through relationships and like just going through personal experiences on my own.
Is that difficult? Because I know that's one of the questions I ask a lot of artists whenever they do talk about being personal and being vulnerable to their music. Is that difficult for you to go in that place and to perhaps have someone who the song may be about hear it? Is it difficult to be that open?
You know, it's funny because I made a song a couple years ago about my child's father, and I just told him earlier today when he picked her up, like, look, I made a song about you, and I'm definitely going to put it out. He was like, Saladin, do your thing. I was like, all right, word. But like, so I was, I, I used to be nervous about it, but
Yeah.
now I'm kind of like, you know what you did,
Yeah.
you know? So it's either you're going to love it or hate it.
How did you overcome that? How did you overcome that mental obstacle of being able to say, who cares? I'm gonna let it out.
No, that took a long time.
Yeah.
I'm just now getting comfortable with it. And it's been a little over a decade,
Yeah.
probably 13, 14 years completely.
It just took time to get there.
Yeah, it's like a thing that you just do.
Yeah.
Like, and honestly, it's like when you just love something, like you and you don't necessarily like I don't look at it as a job or anything.
Right.
Like,
Right.
and not that I'm like because I'm not making money from it, but I would like to. But
Right.
and now that I know how to, I'm gonna shift
Start
and
implementing those things to do that.
exactly.
Right.
But like that wasn't always the goal. The main thing was always for me to just get my feelings out and be heard.
Right.
So
It's always been about expression for you.
yeah.
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 Now, in that making vulnerable music and making music that leaves you open, what's been the most vulnerable song that you've written so far?
Um there's a song called Spiritual Warfare. Oh wait, no. I have like three. Hold on.
Yeah.
uh well, that's one of them, but no, the main one I would say it's called Who I Am, God in Me.
Okay. What was that song about?
About me owning who I am, being
Yeah.
comfortable with who I am, whether my family is okay with it, whether my friends or the people and my peers are
Yeah.
okay with it. Just being, this is me authentically. And it's, if you got a problem with me, it's with you got a problem with yourself kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good place to be into. I think it's such an important thing, especially in today's society, is to stay true to yourself, right? Because it's difficult sometimes because we have so many outside pressures, from the way that we were raised, from the outside perspective of the way people view us when we were growing up, from societal standards that are put on us, societal stereotypes that are put on us. There's so many outside factors pulling on us to make us go one way or the other. And it's easy to get swept up in it, especially in the day of social media, right? when so many people are displaying their lives and they're showing these highlights, and you want to keep up with these things. You want to have the same type of life. You want to present yourself in the same light. It's easy to forget who you are, to get caught up in the character or facade, or get caught up in how people view you, or how people see you, or how people think you should be.
Yeah.
It's easy to forget yourself and get lost in that character that the world paints for us. So staying true to yourself is it's an art form, and it's something that you have to. It's a task today, and it's something that you have to navigate through. And you have to spend a lot of alone time. You have to go into dark places, and you have to take yourself in the dark places, and you have to do a lot of self awareness, right? And it can be scary sometimes. It could be lonely sometimes. It can be difficult, right? But it's important to stay true to yourself. So I commend you on making a song to that and understanding the importance of that. And hopefully people do get the message in that song and understand exactly what that is.
For sure.
Um, so what's been your biggest challenge that you face as an independent artist so far? Like getting into the game, like going into this, like what's been some of the challenges that you've come across?
I would say finding, so like even though I am like transitioning to like recording myself again, like finding an actual like an engineer who actually like works with me, and like not that they don't work with me, like
Gives you like input.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and like someone who can like also like vocal coach at the same time,
Right.
kind of thing, like give me pointers, because like I know sometimes there might be a way, something like a line that I can sing a better way,
Right.
you know. And then also like the actual mixing and mastering part.
Yeah.
Because I know sometimes you can't really have just one person on that. You need a couple ears.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes it's hard working with certain producers or engineers because they want to be able to do everything themselves, kind of, and they don't like to like always collaborate.
Yeah.
You know.
And some are better with different sounds too, right? You might find that someone who's real dope at mixing like hip hop, but might not be able to do R&B, or vice versa. Or they might be real good at like live band sounds, but can't do hip hop, or whatever the case may be. It is difficult to find. I always say engineers like a good barber or a stylist. Once you want to find somebody who fits your style, who knows you, who you don't have to say much to, you just have chemistry with. And once you find that person, you don't want to go to nobody else.
Exactly. And funding.
Yeah, and funding, yeah, for sure. It's a big thing.
Yeah.
Now, the first time I came across you, of course, it was a collaboration with Barbados Black. And with that being the case, like, do you prefer creating alone, or is collaborating with others in the studio like your thing? What is your preference? What do you like to do?
So that's the thing. Like, so I'm the kind of person that works best alone. And there's no like slight or like no nothing to anybody else. Like, but I also know, like, especially learning, like working with like the organization that I've been in and everything like that, like collaboration is like extremely important.
Yeah.
Like I learned that all of my favorite songs, there's not just one person that worked on that song. There's at least 5 to 7 people on each song.
Right.
Like, and that being said, the importance of collaboration, like in me working with the organization, I've grown to actually, like, I've always collaborated, but I've grown to actually, like, I guess without, for lack of better words, I'm able to like put my pride and ego aside as a artist.
Yes.
And step into my songwriting hat and like, okay,
take the background.
Yeah.
Was that difficult to put your ego to the side and step into the background?
Yeah, It took maybe the first 2 years of working with the organization.
Yeah.
And it wasn't anything like anybody else did, or I mean, working with a lot of different people from a lot of different walks of life,
Yeah.
different states and stuff like that. Like everybody has their own ego and
everyone has their own ear,
opinions, emotions, and then like life be life, and on top of that, so it's like
the creative process might be different.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we're all trying to learn the creative process that they're teaching us. That's like standard industry, standard kind of process. Kind of. So it's like we're all, it's a lot.
It's a melting pot, right? It's a melting pot.
Yeah. And like even the show on Netflix, that what was that show called? Make a hit makers.
Not familiar. Not Lyrics and Flow.
Not Lyrics and Flow. It's a show called Hit Makers on Netflix.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that one. Yeah,
it's a good show, but that's basically like that show is a complete example of what
you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have to check it out. Now, I know you just not very long dropped a single, Simplicity.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about the single, and we can get into it after you tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah. So Simplicity. It's actually like a few years old. I wrote that song as like a manifestation song, like wanting to manifest like a simple relationship, simple love, something that wasn't just complicated.
Yeah.
Basically.
Has that been your experience thus far when dealing with relationships? They've been complicated?
Yeah, for no reason. For no reason. I mean, but everything happens for a reason though.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I take my lessons and I move on.
Yeah. Yeah, so Simplicity is a manifestation of getting what you desire.
Yeah, pretty much.
For sure. And while I'm thinking about it, before I forget it, tell the people how to get a hold of you on social media if they want to follow your journey, if they want to listen to your music. What's the best way of going about doing those things?
So I've been posting on my Instagram mostly recently, Instagram and Facebook, but Instagram, you can follow me at k.melodi music. And I have a link in my bio with a link tree to everywhere else. My TikTok, YouTube, streaming, yes, all that.
Okay, for sure. Make sure y'all do that, man. Make sure y'all follow her on Instagram, see what's going on. But right now, we're going to get into her new single, Simplicity. Ready for
Blossoms blooming, and feel didn't care to know that it's yours. Got my focus is unspoken. All in my mind, why don't wanna stop you. It's my skin, what makes my head just pumping, pumping, pumping. Can talk to you about you. simplest thing. It's the simplicity for me. Simplicity for me. Simplicity for me. It's the simplicity for me. Simplicity for me. Simplicity for me. Blossoms blooming, been feeling like late autumn, didn't care to notice. It's who's got my focus, it's unspoken. All in my mind running wild, don't wanna stop you. Blossoms blooming, been feeling like late autumn, didn't care to notice. It's yours, got my focus, it's unspoken. All in my mind running wild, don't wanna stop you while you're ahead. I want you to take it there. It's when you caress my skin, one look makes my head spin. You get my chest pumping, pumping, pumping. Can talk to you about anything. It's the compatibility. Sometimes it be the simplest thing. It's the simplicity for me. Simplicity for me. Simplicity for me. It's the simplicity for me. Simplicity for me. Simplicity for me. Blossoms blooming, been feeling like late autumn, didn't care to notice. It's who's got my focus, it's unspoken. All in my mind running wild, don't wanna stop you while you're ahead. Keep going, keep going. You know, it don't have to be difficult, but no one said it would be easy. Let me help you out. It's the little things, the simple things that make me fall in love with you. You ready?
We got it though. That was Simplicity by K Melody, streaming on all platforms.
Yes, sir.
Make sure y'all download that right away. It was so good we had to run it back for y'all. In case y'all was wondering, we had to play it one more time. So tell me about that track. How did that what made well you already told me about that track. You told me exactly about that track. So it definitely embodied that like you said, can it all be so simple, right?
Yeah.
The quote the great Lauren Hill, right?
Yeah.
Um so how is your thought process towards music from when you first started to now after going through the camps, after doing shows, after all of the experience that you've gained? How's your thought process changed? How's the way that you've approached music changed?
ownership,
Yeah.
and the cost of ownership.
Yeah.
Basically, because that's just the name of the game, man.
It's a lot of cost that comes with it, right? A lot that people don't realize. And to speak to that, right? Like, what would you say to an artist, a young artist who might be like yourself, looking to get into becoming a singer songwriter? What would be some of the advice that you would give them to help them avoid some of the pitfalls that you might have had to endure?
Um, don't allow people's projections to hinder you from creating
Mm.
how you want to create and putting out what you want to put out. Now I know I was just preaching like, ownership and everything, but at the same time, I do believe like as an artist and like as a creative, just period, like when we create something, it no longer belongs to us.
Yeah.
So like we created these things, these songs, these poems for a reason.
Yeah.
Um,
To give to the people, right?
yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. Always liken it to being a chef. You cook the food for other people's enjoyment. At the same time, you want to make sure it's good. You want to enjoy it too, but you really do it for the people, right?
Yeah.
So it's a lot like that, just like chefing. Have you ever held back from releasing a song because it felt too personal?
Um, not that it, I mean, no, not for that reason. No,
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair.
I feel like every song I write is personal.
Yeah, so it doesn't bother you any.
No.
What does authenticity mean to you in today's industry? Like, what does it mean to be authentic?
Hmm. Like, I know that's rare.
Yeah.
Um, to be authentic, I think honestly, kind of speaking, going back to what I was just saying, like just creating how you,
What's true to you?
yeah,
Yeah.
just staying true to that
Yeah.
instead of like mainstream
Trying to
or
conform.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I feel like authenticity is connected to vulnerability.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. And I mean, it's easy to create if you're being true to yourself too, right? You don't have to worry about making up a facade or being something that you're not. So once you're true to yourself, it does help you to tap into that creative space.
Mm-hmm.
But when tapping into that creative space gets difficult, like how do you handle moments of self doubt and like creative burnout?
I deal with that all the time.
Yeah.
Yes. Because not only am I an artist, I'm also a mom. I'm finishing up another semester of college.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Like, yeah. And then business owner, like holistic healing.
Mhm.
Like still I honestly have been putting some of that on the back burner because I want to focus on my music more.
Yeah.
But it's like I also want to be able to have that business to fund my music. So it's like finding that balance, like time management,
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
working a job that I feel like I'm underpaid and overworked, low key, like, and not even necessarily overworked. Like the job is easy, but it's just being underpaid and then wanting to,
Underappreciated too, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and then like just wanting to have all these goals and wanting to be able to move forward and feels a little stuck, you know. But I mean, I've been applying to new jobs and stuff. I just recently had a job interview, so hopefully that goes well.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hopefully it does.
Yeah, so
It is the season, man. It's the season for growth.
yeah,
It's
for
the season
sure.
for change, right? Spring is among us, and we're quickly approaching. Some even doesn't feel like it today, but
Yeah, I don't know what is doing today.
what the hell's going on? But it is among us. So, like, with all that being said, like, how do you balance that? How do you get through to the next day when you're wearing all those different hats?
Honestly, I've been thinking about that recently, and I just do it. Like lately, I've been trying to get more intentional with how I do approach things.
Right.
Um, to like, I plan to like instead of like giving myself deadlines, especially like with my music. I learned that like when I give myself deadlines and then things happen, then I just get upset. And
You feel like you
then
failed.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then I'm like, I gotta push it back again. But it's like I want to make sure I'm putting out the best
Product.
product
Yeah.
possible,
Yeah.
um, best music possible. I want to make sure like I'm singing it how I want. I want my uh, people to hear it. Like
Right. Like you said, being very intentional in
yes,
it all, the whole process.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
What do you want people to feel whenever they listen to your music? What's the feeling you're trying to convey?
healing.
Mm.
That like it's okay not to be okay.
Mm.
Um, but it's also but what's not okay is to stay in it.
That's real. It's healing. Yeah, like you said, that's the healing process, right? Is understanding the pain, recognizing the pain, then addressing the pain, and then nursing the pain until it goes away, until there's no more scars left, or if there is a scar, it's no longer painful, right?
Being okay with it, being alone in that, because no one can do that for you. You have to do that yourself.
100%. Yeah, for sure. All right, so this is something I like to do, a little quick segment. I do to kind of get a little peek into your brain, see what type of person you are. So I'm gonna ask you some questions and see what you say about it. So for you, what do you prefer, late night studio session or early morning writing?
Early morning writing,
Love songs or heartbreak songs?
love songs.
Vinyl or streaming?
I want to tap into vinyl. Vinyl is so vintage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm into it too right now. I'm messing with vinyl. One artist, past or present, you love to collaborate with?
Missy before she retires. Do not retire yet, please. Clip that.
Yeah, clip that. A song you wish you wrote?
Ooh, a song I wish I wrote.
Yeah. Like, man, that song's so good. I wish I would have wrote that. Or that song, I resonate with that song so much. I could have wrote that.
Um, I'm going through my Rolodex of songs in
Yeah,
my
no, go ahead. Take
brain.
your time. You good?
Mm, I can't think of one.
That's okay. That's
I
all right.
can't think of one.
That's all right. We'll let you pass on that
Too
one.
many.
So, what are you working on right now? What can we look forward to? What's coming up? You got shows and any projects coming up?
I do have a talent show that I'm coming up on the May 23rd that I'll
Okay.
be selling tickets for.
Okay. Yeah. Plug it.
For sure. I'm gonna like I'm sure I'll put it in the comments or wherever
Okay.
afterwards.
Yep.
And then I am working on a project. I finally decided on a final track list of 12 songs.
Okay, so it's already complete.
No. The track list, yes.
Yeah.
Like, but some of the songs I still have to like. Honestly, they're all written.
Yeah.
I just gotta record them, and the beats need remade. But once I get that done, I'm thinking like maybe fall.
Okay.
But yeah, it's gonna. But I do know the name of the project. It's gonna be called the art of the art of evolving.
The art of evolving. I like that.
Yeah.
Is that something that you're working on? Is that the stage that you feel that you're in? You're evolving.
Yeah. Oh, volume 1.
Going through a transformation.
Yes.
Yeah.
The art of evolving, volume 1.
So it's going to be a series. We can expect more.
Mm-hmm.
Why that name? Why the art of evolving?
Because the collection of songs like have a theme of growth, of personal growth. Like the way the songs are written, it's like they're from my experiences, but I made it to where like it would still be like healing enough or like relatable.
So whomever's listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can get with that.
So it'll be very relatable.
Yeah, I can get with that. Now, if someone listens to your music tonight for the first time, what do you hope they walk away with from that experience?
I will want them to feel like R&B is not dead.
Yeah.
Not dying. That
Do you feel like it is? Is that
I mean, not necessarily. I feel like there's a bit of a comeback, but it's like slim. Like even in like just thinking about Pittsburgh, like there's not many places like spots for R&B.
That's true, yeah.
So like I've been kind of like sitting with that and figuring out where I can like insert my music within the other genres, kind of, you know.
I feel like we should throw like an R&B night, right? Get a whole bunch of dope R&B artists on and find a venue, let them all get busy.
That'd be
play
dope.
play R&B like throughout the night between acts.
Yeah,
that'd be fire. That's an idea.
Yeah,
we could, Jeff, for sure. Yeah,
I would like that.
Yeah, I like that too. For sure. No, I appreciate you for joining us tonight, man. It was good. It was good getting to know you a little bit better.
Thank you for having me.
Getting a little insight to what you got going on and your creative process, and I definitely learned a lot for sure.
Thank you. That definitely didn't feel like an interview.
Yeah.
I'm glad that.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
chill.
No, we're just having a conversation. That's what I always tell people anytime they ask about the show and do they need to be prepared for it. I'm like, we're just having a conversation. You know what I mean? I sometimes do take notes. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have like just things to keep us steady and just so I can remember what I'm talking about as well. But it's just a conversation, and it usually works out for that reason. We're just taking a journey through your career, your life, and kind of your creative process, and hopefully giving people an opportunity to get to know you better and become invested in what you're doing. Because I feel like once people get to know the artist, they do become invested.
Yeah.
And when they're invested, they're more inclined to listen and follow the journey. So
for sure.
And that's why we're the world's dopest podcast, the Molly State of Mind podcast down here at a Bunch of Bull Studio. But yeah, no, I thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm definitely looking forward to hearing more of your journey, the project. Certainly looking forward to listening to the project. And anytime you have something going on and you want to come promote, you're more than welcome to come down and holler at us. And yeah, all right, good stuff. You got anything you want to say to people before we bounce out of here?
Always stay true to you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Make sure you do that. And so next time,